welcome to my Decluttered Minimalist workshop for our wardrobes. Our goal today is to design a wardrobe that's customized to your preferences so that you can have wardrobes that you love and love to wear every day. Today we're basically going to learn how to pinpoint your preferences, to manage an overabundance of clothes, how to handle out of season outfits and items, how to never have to dig through your closet again, and how to choose zero hesitation outfits and design a wardrobe customized to your preferences so that you'll love what you wear each day. All right, so a few things before we start. Getting to the root of our wardrobes can sometimes strike a chord emotionally, and that's okay. It usually makes us think a lot about life in general, and that's all right. We can come away from this workshop with a lot more than a beautiful wardrobe. We can come away from it with a better understanding of ourselves. This process also might require a few careful additions to your wardrobe to make things complete. If there's anything in there that really truly just isn't your thing, you really just kind of need to start fresh, that's okay. The idea of minimalism isn't actually to save money, it really is to just live more with less. Saving money is kind of just an extra thing on the side that happens over time. Also, decluttering is a worthwhile journey that does take time, so be patient with yourself. It's not going to be automatic and like straight away. But the more you take your time on the journey and the more you learn about yourself, you're going to really be able to make sure that you have a setup that you really, really like. So when the seasons change, you can use the outfits that you created for this wardrobe as a capsule wardrobe. So just pack them up into a bin and then just set them someplace else in the house or in the closet and have an entirely different wardrobe for the next season. So I usually just do the cold and the hot season. Some people do all 4 seasons. It's totally up to you. Or you can just do one season and just add pieces to that. So you can have the summer dresses, but then you can have ones that maybe are just like a pretty neutral pattern and just add a sweater with them, some leggings or whatever it might be, some cute boots with them. And that way you can kind of interchange the same wardrobe with just a few extra items for the cold season. So I'll start by having you make 4 lists to help you determine your wardrobe likes and dislikes. Then we'll go through and start choosing outfits that we love together from our closets. And then I'll finish up by sharing 5 suggestions, 5 minimalist tips that can help you along your minimalist journey. So we're going to start by creating a wardrobe approval checklist. So this is basically, we're going to write 4 different lists, and you're going to write the sentence and fill in the blank. So list number 1, write list number 1, and then under that write this sentence. I love wearing blank because blank. Again, that's I love wearing blank because blank. And this can be a whole list of items. It can be black because it's flattering, lace because it's pretty. It can be a whole list, and I encourage you to write plenty of things under here. The more that you have, the more you can really hone in on exactly what you love to wear for your wardrobe. All right, so still under list number 1, the next sentence is, if I had to wear one outfit, to choose one outfit for an entire month, it would be blank. If I had to wear one outfit for an entire month, it would be blank. And this doesn't have to be something that's reasonable. It could be something that's a ball gown that you wore for a wedding once, that you obviously wouldn't wear to the grocery store, or it could be pajamas. The idea is to take an element from that outfit, maybe the texture of it, maybe if the flowing pajamas, something like that, and just add that to your wardrobe. So have a flowy wardrobe, have a wardrobe with that sequence in there or that color, whatever it might be. Now we're gonna move on to list number 2. List number 2. We're going to start with this sentence, this season's climate is blank. And depending on where you are, that might be different. This season's climate is blank. It's important to know this so we can be realistic, because we could have an outfit or a wardrobe with all the different dresses we love, but if it is freezing cold outside and we don't like being cold, it's not really gonna work out. So we wanna make sure we are dressing to the climate, that we're being realistic. So the next sentence to write under list number 2 is, I spend most of my time at blank. I spend most of my time at blank. So this is the area that you want to really focus on while you're creating your wardrobe, so that after today's class, you'll have at least those items for that area, and it'll really be a benefit to the majority of your life. For the other areas, I have another sentence for that. So the next sentence is, I also spend time at blank and blank. I also spend time at blank and blank. Now this helps us to make sure that the areas that we have focused on today, that main area, well, we can kind of see if we can use those items for those other areas. So maybe you can use your work items, the work wardrobe for church. Maybe you can use the items that you wear. If you're like a stay-at-home mom, maybe you can use those for the gym, whatever it might be. So see if you can work it out so that we can do that. If not, you may have to do two separate wardrobes. All right, so moving on to list number 3 is I don't like wearing blank because blank. I don't like wearing blank because blank. And this again should be a whole list of things. It could be white because it stains. It could be low cut tops because they make me feel uncomfortable. It can be a whole list of things. So I encourage you again to write as much as you can in this list so that you can really hone in on what you don't like so that you can avoid having that in your wardrobe and even avoid adding more of that to your wardrobe when you shop. All right, list number 4. List number 4 is again just one sentence. Write down, I can't decide what to wear because blank. I can't decide what to wear because blank. And these different hesitations are important to know because even if you decided you're going to have this amazing 8-piece outfit that's minimalist and everything, you love it, but you have one of those hesitations, it's not going to work. So let me show you. If you have a hesitation of the brassiere, maybe it doesn't fit underneath of your garments properly, it shows too much, or it's like a weird pattern to it that shows, it could be that you're hesitating because your outfits maybe just aren't clean when you want them to be. You haven't done laundry yet for the week. It could be that maybe you don't even really like where you're going. So what is that hesitation as to why you can't decide what to wear? It's important to know our hesitations because even if you have a wardrobe of 8 outfits and that you love, but you can't find the right brassiere for them, or you can't find the right time to make sure everything is clean, it's not gonna work out so well. So we just wanna make sure that we handle our hesitations so that we can enjoy the wardrobes. All right, so we're gonna turn these now into the wardrobe approval checklist. So we're gonna change the names of each list. So list number 1 is now going to turn into approved items. Approved items. And now list number 2, we're going to rename list number 2, must be appropriate for. Must be appropriate for. List number 3, we're going to change list number 3 to items to avoid. Items to avoid. And list number 4 is actually not really part of our approval checklist, but as we mentioned before, these are things we want to create solutions for. So just rename list number 4, create solutions for. All right, so we're now going to use this list that we created that's going to grow over time to start decluttering our wardrobe and to choose about 8 outfits that we absolutely love. So you may not be able to choose them all right now during this class, but I encourage you to do more after class and throughout the days and weeks to come so you can really narrow it down. So you may want to just write things down, or you may want to go to your closet. That's entirely up to you. I do recommend that if you're going to just write things down and just sketch, to just get one sheet of paper and just divide it up into like 3 sections. So like make 2 lines to make 3 columns. And then if you're going to go to your closet with us, I encourage you to use about 3 sheets of paper. And regardless of which, we're going to put in one paper or one column, the first column or first paper, the word approved. Approved. On that second sheet of paper or in that center column, it's important that it's the center one, the word potential. Potential. And then on the very last column or the last sheet of paper, please write the word denied. Denied. All right, so we're going to take these 3 sheets of paper and we're going to either go to our wardrobe if you have the list. You're going to write starting in your center column. I'll turn this now so you can come with me over to my wardrobe, which is set up a little bit already. Don't mind the baby on the bed. Okay. So I would encourage you to place these in different areas throughout the room. So you can put it on the couch, you can put it on the bed. I'm just going to lay them on the bed because I don't have a ton of space. So I'm going to put approved in one area, potential in another, and denied in another space. All right, so then we're going to go to our wardrobe, grab some clothes. And this is where you want to refer to your wardrobe approval checklist. Is this something that is under the items that are approved items? Does it have some of the elements that you like? Maybe the color, the texture that you enjoy. You want to place that first item into the potential pile. Always start in the potential pile. For the people who are writing on a list or just sketching on a sheet of paper, just always start in the potential pile, just write it in there, and that way you can push it to the left or to the right, just put an arrow. So you want to look at that and think, is this something that would be on my approved items list? Does it have the color that I like, the texture that I like? Is this something that is an item that's appropriate for the season that I'm in? Is it appropriate for where I usually go and travel? Or is this something that has something that is on my items to avoid list? Does it have that texture that I don't like? Does it have that neckline I can't stand? And then you'll want to place an item either in your approved list, in your approved pile, or a denied pile. I absolutely suggest that if there's even one thing that you don't like on your items to avoid list, then please place that directly into the denied pile. You don't want to irritate yourself. You don't want to be frustrated with that one thing that's irritating you all day. And then go to the next item. Always start in the potential pile and think, is this something that's on my approved items list? Or is this something that has even just one of the items to avoid? So if it's an item to avoid, place in the denied pile. You might find a lot is going there if you're not really liking your wardrobe, but that's okay. We want to make sure that we really have what we like. Same thing again, starting in the potential pile, deciding if it's something that has zero of the items to avoid. If there's 0 items to avoid and it's appropriate for where you're going, for the climate, and it also has things that you absolutely love, then and only then that item goes to the approved pile. I think you guys get the idea of the pattern, so I'll let you go ahead to your closets and continue with that. So while you continue to work on your items, I do want to give you guys some minimalist tips that you can keep in mind while you're working through your wardrobes. So tip number 1 is to choose your preferred amount. Choose your preferred amount. So I suggest 8 items that you wear throughout the week, 7 for the 7 days of the week and 1 for the wash day, so you don't have to go to the laundromat in your birthday suit. But that's my suggestion. I actually have 2 different wardrobes because I have 8 items that I wear for day clothes and then 8 items for the gym. Tip number 2 is to adorn yourself exactly as you are. Adorn yourself exactly as you are. So I often get questions about, so what if I am saving items that I'm hoping to be able to get back into, and my size has changed for the time, or maybe this is from an old season of life, whatever it might be. I always suggest adorning yourself exactly as you are. So you want to make sure that the outfits that you have, you really enjoy wearing. There's no reason to make yourself suffer, to defer or deprive yourself of an outfit that you love. So if there's something that you like, but it isn't your size right now, you can always see if you can find that item in the size you are now or something similar. You can pull an element from it. Maybe you really love the color, maybe you really love the texture, and add that into an outfit that really works for you in the season you're in now. And that way you can really feel good and feel great about what you're wearing and love what you're wearing every day. Tip number 3 is to coordinate systematically and to stay flexible. When I say coordinate systematically, I suggest having one-piece outfits. That's my ultimate of suggestions, is to have things like dresses and rompers, pantsuits, etc. that will allow you to have just one outfit to choose, so you don't have to always mismatch things. But if that's not possible for you, I do suggest having at least all pattern tops or all pattern bottoms. So if you have all pattern tops and the bottoms are plain, then you don't have to worry about matching the texture, or not matching the texture, matching the pattern. And we want to avoid having to matching patterns unless that's maybe your style to have polka dots with stripes, but it's totally up to you. But it's usually most helpful to have all patterns on one area, so all patterns on the bottom and all plain on the top, etc. And then stay flexible. It's really good to stay flexible, to change those outfits up. So if you wear the sweater with the pants this week, maybe you could wear the jean jacket with those pants, or maybe you can wear the red shirt with the skirt, and then the skirt next week goes with the white shirt or whatever. So you can change things up. All right, tip number 4 is to set up entire approved outfits. set up entire approved outfits. Now this one is a little bit, it's gonna seem a little silly because I know that we're used to kind of just putting our clothes in our hanger and letting that be that. We might have added a sweater, but I suggest adding the undies, the socks, the jewelry that you're wearing, the scarf that you might want to put on with it, and have it all on that one hanger, so that when you go to wear the outfit, you have everything you need and you know it's going to be on point. You don't have to worry about, oh, well, I don't have the necklace that really makes the outfit. Especially like if you have like a hot climate and you have that one brassiere that goes with that outfit, but you wore it a different day and you can't wear it again, then you're going to pretty much be out of an entire outfit. This might require making careful additions to your wardrobe of different things, different undergarments that work with multiple pieces, so that you don't have to worry about not having them when you need them. Because you never know when you're going to drop the ketchup on the scarf. So the scarf just goes with 2 things or 3 things, just get another scarf. That way you have it for whatever you need. So tip number 5 is to tuck away and let go of denied items. Tuck away and let go of denied items. This is important to do because we can enjoy right now we can enjoy the essence of having a minimalist wardrobe, but it's always really good to fully get there eventually. So the process right now we're going through is choosing the items, and the things that were in the denied pile, we want to make sure that we tuck those away into our closet, the back of the closet. We can tuck them underneath the bed or in a separate room. It's totally up to you. But after a month time, it should be really easy to get rid of those things, to let them go, because you'll have experienced, hopefully, how much you got your time back. You'll have experienced how much less the dry cleaning bill is, and you'll have experienced just the ease of going to your closet and having the outfits ready to go, and looking and feeling your best every day. And you'll be probably, hopefully, very unlikely to want to junk that closet back up with those items that were just giving you a headache anyway. So I suggest setting an alarm for a month from today, so that you have a reminder to yourself to let go of the tucked away items. I suggest certainly giving things away, donating them. I never really suggest trying to sell things. That tends to take up too much time, and we want to, simplify our lives at this point. We don't want to add more to our plate, so I definitely suggest just giving things away. So if you haven't already, I encourage you to get my Decluttered Minimalist workbook. It helps you to declutter the entire house. And also on my website, which is trulythrivinglives.org, you can find my other classes. I teach a minimalist kitchen class that's kind of similar to this, so we can get together and declutter our kitchens together. And I also have some other videos which are obviously for free on YouTube, so you can check those out as well. And I have a minimalist decluttering support group, which we meet once monthly, and hopefully you guys can join us for that too. It's more of a Q&A type of thing, so we can really talk more and have more conversation about specific things, and support each other on longer minimalist journeys. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this workshop. I hope it's been a blessing to your life. Please feel free to leave me some comments below so that I can learn more about what you're looking for, answer any questions that you have. And I hope this has been a blessing to you. Enjoy your day, and see you in the next workshop.